In this video, I'm going to show you how you can add the additional content that came out as part of the Supercore update to an existing Supercore grid set. So to do that, you will need your own Supercore grid set and the corresponding expansion pack, both in the same user, as you can see here. So the first thing that we recommend you do is that you copy your existing Supercore grid set, and you can do that by going to the menu, Add Grid Sets, and then Copy Grid Set, and find the user that you are in. So I'm currently in the Supercore Update user, and then I'm going to select my existing Supercore grid set and select Next, then OK, and you'll see it appears here as a copy. That's just there as a backup in case anything goes wrong, which it shouldn't do. So then we're going to open the grid set where we want to add the additional content to. And we're going to use the menu to go to edit mode, so edit grids. Once we're in edit mode, we need to open the grid set view, which is this blue tab here in the top left hand corner. And then we're going to select add from another grid set. So when you do that, you'll see a choice of the other grid sets in your user, and I'm going to choose the Supercore 50 expansion pack. And you need to give that a second to just populate with all the grids. When that's done, you'll see that this Select All button down in the left-hand corner becomes available. So use that to select all the grids in the expansion pack, and we're going to select Add. Again, you need to give it a moment just to add all those additional grids into your grid set. And that can take a moment because there are a few of them. And once that is complete, I would recommend that you save all changes straight away. And then you need to return to the grid set view to change your home grid. So we're going to choose the core home grid. It says teen adult on, so we know it's the right one, and use this button down at the bottom to set as home. Then if you double click onto your home grid and select finish editing, yes, we want to save the changes. And you'll see the main differences, as we've explained before, are in the dynamic columns, so the daily life, leisure, and the topics index here. If you've made changes to your topics, or you've added personalised topics, you will need to add jumps again to them here because those won't have copied across, but your topics will still exist in your grid set, so it's just a case of adding a jump here. You won't see any changes in your messages. That should be your existing messages grid, because again, we realise that this is a place that people are likely to have added personalizations. So we didn't want to overwrite anything that you've changed there yourself. So that's jumping to the same messages grid as before. And similarly, if you've made personalizations and changes to the people section, the questions, actions, or describe section, all of those are the same jumps as they were using your previous home grid. So all those personalizations are saved and still accessible from this new home grid. So just before we finish, I'm going to go back to edit mode, just to show you that if you did want to change your home grid back at any time, you can return to the grid set view, top left hand corner, and you can choose to return this first grid, which is the child version home, and set that as your home grid instead if you wish to do that. So to add the expansion packs, which will be available for Supercore 50 and Supercore 30 in all the existing symbol sets, you can do that by going to the menu, Add Grid Sets, Symbol Communication, and the Supercore Grid Sets area. And if you scroll right down to the bottom here, you'll see the Supercore expansion packs are available there, and you need to choose the one that corresponds to your version of Supercore. If you have any questions about this update process, please do get in touch. You can do so on our Facebook community, or you can contact our support lines through the usual ways.